Okay everyone, here is another problem using the quadratic formula, just a little bit different. Let's get going. So notice on this problem 5, guys, there's something different over there on the right side. It's not equal to 0. So the one thing I want you to remember, guys, is this on the right must equal 0. It must equal 0. So how are we going to make it happen? Well, we're going to do a little algebra here. And how about we just add 4 to both sides? And if I add 4 to both sides, I end up with 6k squared plus 5k minus 34 equal to 0. In other words, minus 38 plus 4 is negative 34. And of course, 4 minus 4 is 0. Now that I have it equal to 0, I now can use my A, which is 6, my B, which is 5. Notice my C is another negative. In this case, C is negative 34. Watch your signs. Sometimes B and A can be negative, guys. But anyways, there's my A, B, and C. So hopefully you've already watched part 1. So I won't rewrite the quadratic formula. I'm just going to use it. So here we go. I'm going to take the negative of the B, which is 5, plus or minus the square root. B, again, 5 squared, minus 4, times A, times C, which is a negative 34. All divided by 2 times A, which is 6 again. And I'm going to do everything in this square root radical, guys, with my calculator first. And then I'm going to do the square root on it. Okay? Let's see what happens. As you can see right here, if I do 5 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 34, guys, again, watch your signs. Make sure you put in negative there. I got 841. Then I do the square root of that 841 here. And I know the square root of 841 is 29. So I just did all of this here, guys. Right? All of that there. And I got, again, 29. So I have negative 5 plus or minus 29 over 2 times 6 is 12. And now I'm going to break it apart. And I'm going to do negative 5 plus 29, divide that by 12, get an answer. I'm going to do negative 5 minus 29, divide by 12, and get my second answer. Alright, you ready? Here we go. If we look at my calculator, guys, notice negative 5 plus 29 is 24, divided by 12 is 2. So I know this one is simply 2. Now let's do the minus version. Here we go. Negative 5 minus 29 is negative 34. We divide that by 12. We get negative 2.833. So we now know this one's negative 2.833. And we just solved that quadratic, guys, using the quadratic formula. Now, what again does that 2 and negative 2.833 mean? Let me fix my 3 there. It's being stubborn here, guys. There we go. What does those two answers, 2 and negative 2.833, mean? Let's look at the graph, shall we? Here again, guys, notice the parabola shape. And I think I zoomed in nicely for you again. And notice here again in purple is where that graph crossed the x-axis. Again, you could see it up here, right, where it crosses the x-axis. And what do you know? I got negative 2.833 for that intersection. I got 2, 0 for that intersection. And that is exactly what we got here, isn't it? So guys, remember to make sure your equation equals 0. before you take your ABCs. And don't forget, what you're really solving for are these roots, these x-intercepts. Until next time, bye.